We'll make stuffed brinjal today. So for that we've taken very small brinjal, about 4 to 5. 3 potatoes. Potatoes are optional. You can skip the potatoes. 2 small tomatoes, about 10 to 12 cloves of garlic, medium size. Small 1.5 medium size onion. If it's big you can take just 1. And for the masalas, of course, the ginger garlic paste, turmeric powder, asafoetida, we've taken a little bit of jaggery, salt, coriander powder, cumin powder, chili powder. Here we've taken the Sunday masala or the Malwani masala. So that masala, and this is roasted peanut ground. So we've taken about 1.5 teaspoon of roasted peanut, ground roasted peanut, which is not a very fine powder but a coarse powder, and of course coriander leaves for garnishing. So these are the ingredients. It's also very quick and very simple. We are going to chop the onion very fine. The garlic also in the chopper we are going to chop it fine. Tomatoes also we are going to chop them very fine. The potatoes, I am going to halve the potatoes, so I will just leave them half. So this way you are going to halve the potatoes, and the brinjal, of course, I'm going to keep them whole. So what I will do is I'll just cut the stem, but just keep a little bit of stem intact, and then we are going to stuff it. So I'm going to slit it crosswise. So length and this crosswise, just give 2 slits, and now you can stuff the brinjal here. I want to keep the brinjal like this so that it's held by the stem, and we are going to put the stuffing here inside. So this way we will slit all the brinjal. After slitting the brinjal, I prefer to immerse it in water for about 10 minutes, and then we shall use them for the cooking. So that's how you will slit the brinjal. Don't separate, see that they are intact at the stem. We'll now heat about 3 tablespoons of oil, and to this oil we'll add a pinch of asafoetida. After adding the pinch of asafoetida, we have the chopped garlic. We have taken about 10 to 12 cloves of small garlic. We've chopped it fine. We're going to add this to it now and saute it well till the garlic is light brown in color and the raw flavor of garlic disappears. It's taken me a minute or two, but the garlic is sufficiently done now. So to this I will add the onion. Finely chopped onion, I will add it, and again I will saute it until the onion is light brown in color. Now of course at this stage, if you want, you can also add the ginger garlic paste and saute it along with the onion. We've taken a teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. We add this and saute till the onion is light brown in color. The onion is sufficiently done now. We've sauteed it on medium heat, low to medium heat, for about 7 to 8 minutes. Now to this we will add the tomatoes, and again saute it well until the oil separates. Now along with the tomatoes you can also add the masalas. So for the masalas, of course, now we'll add salt according to taste. I'll add about 3/4 teaspoon of salt. You can add according to your requirement. And then because we are using the Malwani masala, which also has red chili powder, I am adding about half to 3/4 teaspoon of chili powder. You can adjust the spice level again according to your requirement. Half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of cumin powder, then turmeric powder, again half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and Malwani masala I will add about 3/4 to 1 teaspoon of Malwani masala, and I'll mix all this well and allow the tomatoes and the oil to separate. The tomatoes are sufficiently done now. You can see the oil has separated. Now what we'll do is we will potatoes take a little longer to cook than the brinjal. So what we will do is we will first take a little bit of this masala, and this is the masala we will require to stuff the brinjal. So I have taken, we have 5 brinjals, so I have taken a little bit of masala to stuff in the 5 brinjals. And now to this paste we will add the potatoes. Now I have half the potatoes. If you have very small baby potatoes, you can keep them whole. And again, you can stuff the potatoes also with the masala. I had medium sized potatoes. I have half the potatoes. I'm going to add the potatoes, mix well, and when the potatoes are half done, almost half done, then I will add the brinjal to it. I'll just add a little bit of water to this, cover it and allow it to cook till the potatoes are a bit tender. Don't allow the potatoes to cook completely, because we are going to cook the potatoes along with the brinjal later. Allow this masala to cool down a bit, and then we will stuff it in. Potatoes are cooking. We can stuff the brinjal as we've slit it lengthwise, and now we will just add a bit of the filling on. Stuff it from both the sides. This way, stuff the brinjal and keep it ready. Just open it lightly, put the masala in it, allow the masala to cool a bit, and then stuff the brinjal with this masala. You can stuff all the brinjal and keep them ready. We've allowed the potato to cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. On medium to low heat, we had covered it, and now we are going to add the stuffed brinjal. We've stuffed all the brinjal and we're going to add this to the potato. Mix it well and add water, simmer it and allow it to cook until both the potato and the brinjal are done. So I'll add a little bit of water, I'll cover this and cook it, and then you can keep checking every 3 to 4 minutes and add a little bit more of water or as is required. There you see I've added about 3/4 cup of water. I'll give it a good boil and then I will simmer it, cover it, simmer it and allow it to cook until the brinjal and the potato are almost done. Not entirely done, almost. Check on the vegetable now. I've allowed it to cook for about 7 to 8 minutes on a low flame, checking occasionally. Now I'll just insert a knife and see if the potato is cooked. There, the potato is sufficiently done. It's not almost done. I still need to cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes. So what I will do at this stage now, I will add the roasted and ground peanut to this, peanut powder, and of course the jaggery, about 1/2 to 3/4 teaspoon of jaggery. This gives a nice flavor to it, so I'll just mix it up, add it, and of course the chopped coriander leaves. You can use the coriander leaves for garnishing, or you can add it here at this stage to the vegetable. As I said, you can skip the potatoes and use only the brinjal for this. It's optional. Potatoes are optional. Again, mix it up well. If you want, add a little bit of water so that everything mixes well. I'll just add a little bit of water and allow it to cook for another 3 to 4 minutes till the vegetable is almost done. The vegetable is done completely, not almost completely. After about 5 minutes, I will check on the vegetable again. And there, the vegetable is perfectly done. I don't want it completely dry, so it's got a little bit of gravy. If you want it completely dry, increase the flame and dry it completely. If you want a little bit more of the gravy, just add a little bit of water. You can always taste for the seasoning and add the salt or the spices if required. Now this vegetable goes very well. Of course, it goes with chapatis also, but it goes very well with bhakris, the rice bhakri or the millet or the natsini bhakri or even the jowar bhakri or the bajra bhakri. So this vegetable goes very well with the bhakris and of course with the roti. So this is your stuffed brinjal. Of course we've put potatoes. You can skip the potatoes.